Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Grosskopf, and I wanted to propose a new course at USU that will help people find their career paths. This is a proposal for a new course called Academic and Career Discovery. A little bit about myself. I have spent the last 10 years trying to find a major. Right out of high school, I got an apprenticeship for a computer science job, and I worked it and taught myself a lot along the way, but was never really fulfilled by my choice in that field. So I was thinking, you know what, I should go to school and, maybe get a degree. So I started looking at a computer science degree. I thought I should have a career or at least a degree to back that up. Um, Further down the road, I say, you know what, that's not really right for me. I think I want to be in management. So I changed my major to business management and supervision. Worked on that for about 2 years, taking a class here or there when I could, and again, just you know decided, well, managing people wasn't really for me. So then I took a break for a while, and now here I am. I've come around through some other life experiences to really feeling passionate that I want to be a speech language pathologist. But this has taken me 10 full, long, hard years to find that option. Um, Classic school of hard knocks for me. And I really think maybe there would be a better way to solve this kind of problem, and that's what I'd like to propose today. So, what is our problem? 30% of students are going to change their major within 3 years of being in school. It's kind of crazy to think how many students go to school, go to college, thinking they want to do one thing, and then a third of them decide, you know what, that's not really for me. Well, how much money have they spent? How much time have they invested in classes they don't need for a new major? And so that is surprising. Also, I think it's surprising that other people like me have changed their major more than once. 10% of people end up that. And that's not even, we're not even talking about the people who graduate and then eventually they're really unhappy with their job or decide, they don't want what they got their degree in. It's a piece of paper that maybe helps them land a different job, but it's not really what their passion was. I know multiple people who that has been their story, and you probably do too. So who can solve this problem? Who is the audience that I'm proposing this to? And I really think this has to start at the top at USU, that the president of USU really needs to be on board with opening up kind of a new revolutionary idea for helping students figure out what they're passionate about in life. I think also this USU advising really has a key stake in this because the advising department already is invested in helping students navigate their way through school and decide exactly what courses they need to take and how they need to go about getting their major. Also, I think that different department heads and their staff, they have knowledge about all the different fields that would be incredibly helpful for this course. And then also, uh, local businesses have a stake in this because one, there's going to be students coming out of college who need jobs, and how well they're trained is going to be key in that. Also, I'm hoping to hook up local businesses with students ahead of time, even in this early course, to do more of a mini internship where they really can get hands-on experience, and we'll definitely need local businesses to help. And who benefits? Um, People like me, people where I was 10 years ago. I could have really used some help choosing what I needed to take, what path I wanted to take in life. And I think also the USU staff benefits. When you've got students that are passionate and keyed into what they want to do, there's going to be a lot greater energy on the staff. So, what is the solution? The solution, as I've alluded to before, is a new course called Academic and Career Discovery. This would The primary responsibility of for this would be the USU advising department, and they would offer this to all current students. And I also think this would be a key way to outreach to other people, high school students in the community, um, and help them decide what career path they want to take. Plus, if you're reaching out to them, I'm guessing there's a good chance they'll also end up going to USU. So it's also kind of a marketing tool as well. So I would structure this course as 3 different phases in the summer. So I would suggest this would be a summer course, and during the first phase would be a self-discovery phase. Each student would be given a coach for the duration of the course. They would also be given several different personal assessments, just as a beginning kind of self-discovery. I would suggest things like strengths finders, something that I found really useful, learning what your strengths are in life. Also, I would suggest the Myers-Briggs personality test, so you know kind of who you are, what kind of people you tend to like to work with, how does that kind of interact in a business world. Also, I found the MAP assessment is a really good tool for understanding kind of your passions. It's more of a career-focused assessment. My wife took that and it really helped her decide that she wanted to pursue teaching as a full-time career. So that would be phase one, is really discovering more about yourself and what you would want to do. The second phase would be a time where the students could choose several different fields of study that they're interested in, somewhere between 5 and 7 different studies, or 5 and 7 different fields they'd like to study. And then there would be, maybe a class period or 2 on each of those different fields that they chose that they think they're interested in, and they can learn more about it and rub shoulders with department heads and staff, and maybe even some people from local businesses in those fields would come in and talk during those course periods as well. Finally, I think what really would distinguish this course from things offered by other colleges is a mini internship. And the idea is that an internship really helps give someone hands-on experience. You don't really know you want to do something until you do it and you try it and you've played around with it. And this is trying to condense that into something quick so you can taste what you're hopeful for in a couple of different places. So I'd suggest 3 different fields that someone would choose, and they get to spend at the end of the course 1 week at a business for each one of those. And at the business, they get to go through like new employee orientation and shadowing other people who work there, and then maybe given a small task to complete at that business. And then finally, they'd have kind of a reflection and decision time, writing a paper about their experiences. And I would really think it would be great if they created a visual of like the reasons why they think that a particular path is right for them, and they can put it up somewhere so that they can really reflect on, this is why I wanted to pursue this. And when the times get tough, when you've got finals due or it's really hard to balance life, they can look back on those reasons why. Right now, I have a list of reasons why I want to become a speech language pathologist, and I look at it regularly when I'm feeling discouraged or feel like I need that pick me up to really continue to pursue my dream. And so, what's the evidence for why I think this solution is effective? Well, first, I think that career success is key. And I wanted to read to you some information from a particular study I found. And this study broke people out into different groups: sprinters, wanderers, and stragglers. And really, the goal is to get more people in the sprinters group. And these people who launch their careers right after school, probably in their early 20s. Wanderers, they might go to school, they might change their major a few times, and really finally start their career halfway through their 20s. And then there's stragglers like me, and I'm in my late 20s, and I am currently really working through pursuing the path that I want to. So let me read this to you. It says the biggest difference between them and the 2/3 of students who struggled to launch after college is how sprinters navigated their undergraduate years. 80% had at least one internship, 64% were sure of their major when they began, and 43% had less than $10,000 in student loan debt. Those 3 things are having an internship. That's why I'm including mini internships as a taste for people to really get experience. And really become passionate about where they're headed in their career. Also, having less student loan debt was key in how quickly somebody could start that career. Well, if you're not changing majors, then you're able to reduce the amount of student debt that you incur. Yeah, and then the other one was, 64% were sure of their major when they began. And this, hopefully, this course people can take early on and really decide what major they want to do in order to jumpstart their career and their way through college. And this is going to provide, a lot of motivation as people, when they have a goal or a dream that they're really pursuing, it's going to really help get through those college years. As well, people will have a better mental well-being knowing that they're going to use their strengths and they know who they are and they know what they want. And it's, you know, helpful for people who get depressed to really have that goal and that direction in life. So there might be objections, like this guy right here holding a stop sign saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why? This isn't a good idea." Well, let me tell you what some people might think that would be a problem here. So some might think that there's just not enough student interest. Like this is kind of a revolutionary idea. In a few schools and things I researched, I hadn't found any other courses about this. I think one reason that students are going to be interested in this is that I'm proposing this is a 3 credit course because there's going to be assignments. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and there's a lot of benefits. And so, um, it would be viewed by students as a real course. Also, by offering it to high school students, I think that would greatly expand the number of people who would be willing to take a course like this. Um, one might object that businesses won't partner with USU, and that may be true, but I think that if USU pursue the relationships that they have already with local businesses, they could find enough businesses willing and able to, um, create these mini internships, especially if USU provides kind of a structure and some expectations around, what they want. This would be pretty easy for a business to have just a few weeks out of the year to reach out to a college and bring more students into their pipeline. Maybe even it's a way that they vet interns for later and say, well, we liked them for the 1 week, so we're willing to have them for a full summer later on. Finally, this creating a whole nother course is definitely a lot of effort, and it's going to require coordination between, USU advising and the different departments, the businesses. This is no small task to implement this. But I would conjecture this is going to be worth it. This is a revolutionary thing that would help people like me, that would help more people become those sprinters that are sure and can launch their careers. It would help, I believe, bring up grades in USU as people are more passionate and more sure of where they're headed, and maybe even bring more people to the school. So despite the efforts, I believe that this course will really be worth the effort. So, in conclusion, let's really spend some time and think about the impact of someone's decision for their degree path and their major and their career. There are a few decisions in life that will impact you more than that one decision. And it seems like a lot of people just expect people to know, just to go out there and to, know exactly and be sure of what they want to do. Um, But that seems kind of foolhardy when the impact of the decision is so great on a life. And so, that is one of the reasons I'm proposing this is because it would have benefited me incredibly back when I was younger to have this kind of direction and self-discovery for who I wanted to become. This course could really provide an invaluable service to students, and it could also provide invaluable service to USU in attracting students and, you know, being connected to the community through local businesses. And finally, I think this is really a key part of USU continuing to fill out their mission statement. In their mission statement, they say that they are there to serve the public through learning, discovery, and engagement. And this is about learning. This is about people discovering who they are and what they want to do. And this is about engagement with the students, engagement with the community through local businesses, and engagement with the future of our generation as they go out into the workforce. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you spending the time to listen to my proposal. I hope you take it seriously, and perhaps we could get this implemented.